Lauren Wilson, and I am a counselor here at Southeastern University. Thank you for choosing to come to our counseling services. I just want to start out by saying that we do have a confidentiality policy here at our counseling center, and it is so that you can feel comfortable with telling me anything and everything that you want, but we do have a policy that if it is to harm for you or to anyone else, then I do have to bring that up somewhere else. But I do want you to feel comfortable talking to me about anything that you would like. So let's start out with your name and your year here at Southeastern.
Well, my name is Elsa Hoagland, and I'm a junior here at Southeastern.
Okay, how do you like it here at Southeastern?
I love it here. I've loved it since the first day. I really feel like this is the place that God has called me, and I'm really enjoying it so far, and just, wherever He takes me next, I'm ready to go.
Great, that's so good. I was wondering, how did you hear about our services?
I was referred here by my coach. I run cross country, and so he wanted me to come here and just kind of talk to you guys a little bit about what's going on with me.
Okay, go ahead and tell me everything that's happening and why you feel that you would like to come here, or talk about anything that is a necessity that is hurting you or that you're feeling like you want to get off your chest.
Okay. Well, I run cross country again, but I recently had a stress fracture, and that put me out for about 3.5, 4 months. And so I've been running competitively for about 6 to 7 years, and so it's been a huge part of my life. It kind of filters into every aspect of my life. It makes me feel more confident and more comfortable with my body, and just also socially, it really bonds me and my friends, and it helps my relationships with other people. And then it's a huge part of my faith. It's one of my primary forms of worship personally. I love to run and just kind of listen to worship music and just pray as I run, and it's just a huge part of my faith.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I understand that running is a huge part of your faith and a part of your relationships and a part of who you are. So how has it affected you through this injury to be yourself, and how has it affected you emotionally, and not just physically, but how has it affected you with your relationships and even so with yourself?
Well, I think obviously my team, it was difficult to stay as close with them before as when I was running, just because I wasn't spending as much time with them, because I wasn't actually running with them. We talk all the time on our run, so we would be spending hours each day with each other just running, and we would fight through pain together during the workouts, and it seriously bonded us, and we had these different connections that nobody else would really understand. So when I wasn't really participating in that anymore, it was really hard to kind of maintain that closeness while I wasn't running. So that was really hard, just to kind of watch everybody else progress, and then just me kind of stay on the sidelines and tell everybody good job, but not being able to be there with them.
So you're almost trying to feel positive towards your team, but it's hard because inside you're not feeling as good about yourself and as good about your relationships, is what I'm understanding.
Right, yeah. It took a huge toll on my self-confidence, just because I watched myself kind of become distant from the people that I was closest to, because I didn't have that mutual activity, I guess, that we did together anymore. And so it did make me feel not so great about myself anymore too, because I was out of shape too, and that's not something that usually happens with our group, everything. So it was just different.
Oh, so I feel as though you're telling me that it really diminished your self-esteem.
Yeah, it's when I was younger. When I started running, I was very, very self-conscious and very insecure. But when I started running, I just got happier and more comfortable with myself. I could feel my legs getting stronger, and I just felt like my body was capable of more than I thought it was before. And it's just when I realized what it can do when I train it right, it just made me feel so much better about myself and so much more valued. And so when I can't do those things anymore, it just makes me feel less valuable, I guess, because I couldn't do the things that I was doing before with running.
Right. So running almost defines you as a person, and even in your relationships, especially with your team, because you guys are almost like a family, is what I'm understanding.
we're definitely like a family. Like we're so close. Looking back at it now, that first season that I ran with these girls was absolutely incredible. Just getting to know these people and really just spending that much time with them and like really bonding with them through running has helped us just keep good relationships like throughout the summer and everything, because we were still running even though we weren't really together and stuff. We still had that mutual bond and everything. And I haven't had friends like this ever, so it's been great.
That's really good.
Yeah.
So now, where are you at now with your stress fracture and emotionally?
My stress fracture healed a little while ago. It's just taking a lot longer to get it back and just kind of be back in shape to where I was before. So it can be a little bit frustrating just because it's taking a really long time, and I keep comparing my physical state to as it was before, and it makes me, want to be like, why can't I be running as fast as I was, last season? Like I was so much better at this point in the season than I am now. So it's just really frustrating to just watch myself being hindered because of what happened before. Like I don't have the stress fracture still, but I'm still fighting the effects of it currently. So.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much for coming in, and this session was more of a session to get to know you and understand where you're coming from, and I really would like it if you scheduled another session here with us, and I could hopefully see you again another time. And I just want to thank you for being open and honest and just telling me how you feel and letting me get to know you. So I hope to have you again, and it was really great meeting you.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.